Greetings to all of the 12 signs of the zodiac. This is an Akashic Records reading for each sign of the zodiac for the month of November 2023 by amalightworker. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please remember to leave me a comment down here below in the comment section, and you are going to find my information in the description box below. I have already done the Akashic Records readings for the new year 2024 for each sign of the zodiac. And for those of you who are interested for download and purchase through vimeo.com, the link for that again is posted in the description box below and also in the comment section below. Please make sure that you listen for your rising sign, for your moon sign, and for your sun sign. All of these three signs will provide you with additional information. Let's begin with Aries. Aries sun, rising, and moon. You have to understand that in November, in some ways, there is this sense that you may be anticipating some discomfort. You could be anticipating something negative to happen. I'm not getting the sense that it will be as intense as you think is going to happen. However, in the month of November, you are bound to have some blessed endings and blessed new beginnings. Focus on keeping your faith going. You have to understand that around this time, if anything needs to come to an end, you have to be open to accept it, to let go of what needs to end for you emotionally, in the material world, a relationship, or an idea. Your life will take you to a new trajectory. As you are entering the end of the year, it's going to be more clear to you why certain ideas, relationships, situations did not pan out. You are going to be going back and forth, having some doubts, but at the same time, in spite of your doubts, I still see you moving forward. You seem to be confident on the outside. Internally, you may still be struggling with some insecurities or having doubt, but you seem also to be very oriented into taking action, into doing what it takes to execute a plan, to reach a goal, to reach a settlement. So it feels like pretty much it's an action-filled month for you. Pay attention to what is it that you can do, how much you can do, not to overextend yourself. For many of you, your social calendar will be filled, but see here if maybe there's a clash in two events booked at the same day or around the same time. It is very important that with the chaos that is happening around you, that you stay firm and grounded. If you are not somebody who takes an interest in what is happening in the world right now, that may start to change. It's going to be due to some new information that suddenly is going to catch your attention. And you could be more interested in human rights, in the politics of your country, in what's happening globally right now. Pay attention, careful not to get too caught on your own personal ideas. Not to get caught in between two different groups of people who have opposite points of view, and You are going to be dealing with a circumstance where somebody or a group of people may be trying to pin their mistakes on you. If that's a situation that is unfolding, it does seem that you are going to be able to prove your innocence or to point out to the real culprit. So, again, you may be dealing with people that are trying to blame something they did on you. If you are dealing with a legal circumstance could be going through courts, having to deal with applications, applying for something through courts and the legal system or the immigration system. It does feel that you are planting the seeds for something very positive now, to either move finally forward with these legal proceedings or to have the desired outcome. And for some reason, whatever is happening or whatever is new beginnings you may be having in November, that's going to be connected to something in March 2024. So pay attention here. There is a connection with March 2024. I hope that this is making sense to you. I have done your Akashic Records reading for the new year 2024. And for those of you who are interested, please click in the Vimeo link down here below, and that's going to take you to the Vimeo videos where you can take a look at your predictions for next year. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like to book a consultation with me, email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. Taurus. Taurus Sun, Taurus Rising, and Taurus Moon. In November, you are going to be going through some challenging emotions within you. Not necessarily that what you are dealing with is challenging per se. It is mostly about your own perspective of it. There's going to be a lot that is going to unfold in terms of your own interpersonal relationships. Where do you stand in a friendship? Where do you stand among your colleagues? Where do you stand in the organizing of some sort of a gathering or an event? What is your place in the family? What is the place within a community that you belong? Is there anything that you need to get out of, whether this is a relationship, a friendship, a contract, or some duties and responsibilities that you are not able to fulfill at this time? Many of you are going to be thinking long term, okay? It may not work out that way. You could be at the beginning of a situation in your life, so new beginnings in some ways. You have also to make a plan A and to make a plan B. In the event that what is unfolding now maybe it's not going to be long term, it's not going to last long term, do you have a backup plan? Now, for some of you, this could be about a new relationship. For other ones, it could be about a new partnership at work, new alliances at work, or through your career or business partnerships. I'm also shown that for some of you, what is going to be revealed is going to be shocking. You could be spilling the beans accidentally yourself about something that is personal, and you may be shocking people around you. Maybe they did not expect that of you. If you are in a partnership or in a marriage, it could be that your partner, your spouse, may be revealing to you something that is going to be shocking to you. For those of you who have some sort of a problem going on in your marriage between the two of you as a couple, those problems may be once again highlighted. So whatever is going on, it feels like if you are trying to keep appearances up for the sake of appearances, may not really work. So if you are dealing with secrets, a sense of secrecy, something here will be revealed. This is not a time to deceive yourself, to deceive others, or to live with your illusions. It's time to face a reality. I'm also shown that some of you are bound to have some great success coming your way in terms of finding a job if you need one, if you are looking for one, or some sort of a career celebration, a career event comes together, a major project now gets completed. Okay, so certain projects that maybe you were having some difficulties, now you are able to move forward with it. Some of you are going to be focusing on getting an estimate, saving money. You may be planning for some future innovations. You may be planning to replace stuff that is broken. You may be planning on fixing stuff around your home. So there is a sense that with all of this, you are still going to be able to find a resolution or to move forward nevertheless. Taurus, I have done a whole new reading for your sign for the year 2024. And for those of you who are interested for download and purchase, the Vimeo link to your 2024 readings is posted down here below in the description box, but also in the comment section. If you'd like to book a consultation with me, please email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. Gemini. Gemini Sun, Gemini Rising, and Gemini Moon. In November, you are bound to have some very pleasant surprises. It is all up to your communication skills. There's going to be a lot going on with communications online, interpersonal connections with people, connecting with people that maybe you haven't seen or spoken to in a long time. Life took you in different directions. There is this beautiful sense of you and people coming together for a common purpose. You are also bound to create some new acquaintances. You could be part of new communities now. Okay, new groups, social gatherings, and with everything that is going on, you are bound to have some good news in terms of an upgrade in your social status, an upgrade in your own personal status. You are bound to have some sort of a success that maybe it's like a long time coming. When it comes to love may end up surprising you. The connections that you are about to make now are going to end up surprising you. You are going to be very surprised by the people that you are going to feel connected, whether these are in-person connections or people or groups of people that you may feel connected online across borders. Even if you are in an established bond, in an established relationship or marriage, there is a tendency again that you are bound to have some very pleasant surprises from your partner or from your spouse. It is very important that during this time in November, for you to be very flexible. Be flexible with your ideas. Keep an open mind. Keep an open heart. But also, when it comes to schedules that you have, don't schedule everything back to back. Allow for some wiggle room. Things may end up being postponed a little bit, delays, or being rescheduled. So try to be very flexible with your time, with your availability. It's very important that you also encourage yourself to get a little bit out of the comfort zone that you have created. Otherwise, if you don't push yourself to get out of the boundaries that you have created for yourself, life may just push you, okay, to be uncomfortable. You may end up being uncomfortable. Maybe there's a neighbor that makes you uncomfortable. Maybe there are other problems that make you uncomfortable, because now, Gemini, it is more so about what is practical for you to do, what is most attainable for you to do. Some of you could be having like a medical examination, medical tests coming up, little medical procedures. Some of you may be going through cosmetic type of procedures. I do get a sense that you are going to be guided to have the proper help that you need, or the proper support that you need as you are going through some sort of a health crisis for some of you, or like a personal crisis for you. You may be called to help somebody who needs your help right now. Maybe they need your emotional support, or maybe they need you to assist them in other ways. So remember, throughout November, if you are going to run into a problem or a crisis, the universe will send your way people, situation to support you so that you can go through what you are going very successfully. So I see some of you having to go through some crisis, but the rest of you, it does feel like this month will turn out to be a real bliss. However, you are still warned in some ways to expect the unexpected, and how you react to it, it's completely up to you. So it could be great if you allow it to be great. So follow your inner guidance, trust your intuition throughout November. I hope that this is making sense to you, Gemini. I have completed a whole new reading for your sign for the year 2024. And for those of you who are interested, the link to the Vimeo videos for the readings for 2024 is posted down here below in the show more description box, and also in the comment section below. Cancer. Cancer Sun, Cancer Rising, and Cancer Moon. November 2023. You are going to be going through some very strong emotions. But in some ways, this could be a good thing because it's finally getting you deeper in touch with your true self so that you can truly align with what you are meant to do in this life right now, with your true purpose. For some of you, you are going to be presented with an opportunity to do something different with your career, or to do something more. It's going to feel like whatever wasn't working for you before, or you had difficulties to accomplish to do, now it's like you are pushing through it with so much ease. The help, the support, the advice that you may need will be provided for you, but it's going to come through the most unexpected sources. Notice, who are the people that are walking in your door right now? Notice the people that are entering in your life right now. As you are completing one phase of your life, now the universe is connecting you to new acquaintances, new offers, new opportunities, so that you can finally get out of what used to be your life for the last 3 or 4 years. You are about to accomplish something in a very big way. And November and parts of December are going to serve as the stepping stone for that to happen. You could be feeling a little bit forgetful. Please pay attention to where is it that you are placing your personal belongings. If you are the type of person whose agenda, daily activities is filled with appointments or other events, maybe you want to keep a second calendar as a backup, set a lot of reminders, because you could be forgetting something of importance. For some of you, you are going to be nominated for something. You may be if you wrote a book, maybe your book could be nominated. A project that you have worked on could be nominated. You could be the one nominated. At work, you could be nominated through an organization or society that you belong to, or a community that you belong to. At the same time, as you are getting busier, find a little time to balance it off with some much needed rest. Emotionally, you may need some time to for everything to kind of settle. You could be prone to having a sore throat, okay, or to feel a little bit under the weather. So take better care of your self throughout November. I also see some of you having a great deal of luck into finding huge discounts, sales, purchasing tons of stuff. For some of you, it could be something of importance like a computer, iPhones, iPads, so something technological that you may end up having a great discount. And finally, you're going to be able to purchase it. Could be a big screen TV for some of you, a smart TV. So if anything around technology that you need to upgrade, maybe sometimes computers upgrade on its own, that may end up helping you in some ways, because you could find out new functions, new ways of using technology that you had before, new ways, or maybe you're going to discover new buttons in your vacuum, new buttons in your TV, new ways of using your laptop, or different programs that you may have. So, and also you have to be more patient. There is this sense that internally you seem to be restless. You gotta be a little bit more patient with yourself and with others. Pay attention. Are you demanding way too much of yourself right now? Are you demanding way too much from others right now? So take a little time off to ease up into whatever is going on with you right now. So there is the promise here that what it's about to come in your life in the next few months, it's going to be wonderful, but you have to do the work now. Okay? If you have to I don't know, start the gym. Now go see the doctor. Okay, go see and talk to different specialists, different professionals, get a second opinion. Okay, start working on that book, start working on that project. So plant the seeds now. There's so much more that you are going to benefit along the way. Time for action, for new beginnings is now. And it's very specific, because for some of you, I keep getting the sense of go on that date. Okay, go and check out this person who may be interested in you, or maybe you are interested on them. So check them out. Okay, so don't give up, especially when it comes to love related matters and romantic type of situations. I hope that this is making sense to you, Cancer. I have done a whole new reading for your sign for the year 2024. If you are interested, that reading is available for download and purchase through vimeo.com, and the link for that is posted in the description box down here below, and also in the comment section below. Leo Sun, Leo Rising, and Leo Moon. Things are just starting to roll for you, okay? You got this. It does feel that what you are able to accomplish now, you haven't been able to accomplish maybe in the last 3 or 4 months. For some of you, maybe you haven't been able to accomplish in the last year or so. You are entering this energy of finding resolutions. You are entering this energy of finding the courage that maybe you didn't have before, finding the strength, the physical energy to do so much more. there's going to be a lot of people talking about you, mentioning you, people who are going to be interested to hear from you. And you may not even be aware of how much other people think of you. I also see that for some of you, you have to make important financial decisions around this time. Okay. And for those of you who share finances with others, like with a spouse, with a roommate, with a business partner, it is this time that seems to be very important to have open conversations about what to do with this money. Do we transfer money? Do we purchase anything with it? Do we invest it? Because major financial responsibilities will be laid on you, and also major decisions that you have to make about it. You have to be very aware around this time of scammers. If you get like a suspicious text or a suspicious message, pay attention before you click on the link. Could be a link with viruses, or it does feel that for some reason you are targeted. So pay attention not to fall from it. Sometimes there are these prank calls or scammers calling. I'm also getting the sense that some of you could be dealing with having to open or close a new bank account, maybe even having to switch over to an entirely new bank for some of you. The thing is that whatever didn't have structure before, now it's getting the structure that you need. So if you needed more structure in your daily life, now you're going to create that structure. If you needed to have more of a structure about your finances, now you have that structure. If you needed to have a little bit more structure when it comes to your faith, to your exercise regime, to your health, to your belief system, to your spiritual beliefs or religious system, now it feels like you are creating the correct or the right structure for you. Anything that you create now, that brings more order in your life and more stability in your life, it's going to be long lasting. It's very important that you understand that around this time, the universe may surprise you. You are going to be having opportunities that maybe you didn't think that you were going to be granted these opportunities now. And I also get the sense that many of you are going to rely on your intuition. Your own intuition, it will tell you what is real, what is an illusion. You are going to be able to see through people. You may be dealing with people who are trying to sweeten the deal and to seem to be like better than they actually are, or to sell you something, or to sell you an idea or a concept. You are going to be able to see through people. You are going to surprise yourself by what a great judge of character you are going to be. In November, the secret is whatever you need to do in November, don't postpone it for later. Don't let the work that you need to do today for tomorrow. And that's going to be the key to your success. Anything that you create in November, you may be coming up with an idea. You may be getting this excellent idea in one of your dreams. So anything that you create, it's going to give you long-term results. So trust a little bit more in your good luck. And again, life, as we know it, is not easy. But more so than focusing on the problems, focus on who's showing up to resolve it. Because for sure, when one door closes, 10 more doors will open up for you. You are bound to have some blessed new beginnings in November. New people that may enter your life. To you, they may not seem important, but they may be giving you the right advice at the right time. You are going to be in the right place at the right time. I hope that this is making sense to you, Leo. If you'd like to know your predictions, your Akashic Records reading for the year 2024, I have completed that for your sign. For those of you who are interested for download and purchase, the Vimeo link to your predictions for 2024 is posted down here below in the description box and also in the comments section below. Virgo. Virgo Sun, Virgo Rising, and Virgo Moon. For November 2024, the Akashic Records are saying that to you is going to feel like a mix of blessings and also situations that you may be asked to confront or to resolve. Family affairs, family dynamic, it's going to be at the center stage. If you thought that you had addressed already certain feelings that maybe you had about what happened in your family or about family dynamics, you may have to confront your own inner feelings about it again. There's also a sense that some of you felt a little bit lost. Some of you Virgos felt that you needed to have like a better direction in life. Maybe some of you work better when you have like a structure, when you feel more organized. So you are going to be trying to work out again, maybe in your structure, maybe in your daily routine to sustain what is it that you need to sustain right now. If you are looking for better health, if you are looking to have more fun in life, if you are looking to feel more connected to your true purpose in life, or if you are still working towards making more money. Again, you may need a structure for that. You may have to reinvent or adapt and adjust to a new structure that is going to be more supportive of what's going on in life right now. Sometimes you may run into an old acquaintance, an old or a relative or a distant relative, and that may end up making you think. It's going to put things under a different perspective. Those of you who have been applying for a loan, you may be hearing now whether your loan is being approved or not. Some of you are going to be involved in a situation where other people may ask you to lend you money. You may be in a situation where you may be asking people to lend you money. So it's about giving or receiving money. I see some of you, it's very strange because I'm seeing like a motorcycle. Some of you could be at a motorcycle show. You could be reminiscing over it. Some of you may still have like memories of a motorbike if it's not a motorcycle. And I also see some of you looking into the possibility, should I purchase a new car or not? Like, what's my financial circumstance? Okay, do I need to do this or not? There's going to be something around numbers, finances, accounting, taxes that maybe you need to take a second look. You may have to address something that you have mailed, posted, or maybe you thought you did. It's going to be returned to you so that maybe you can do some corrections on it. And I'm also getting the sense that many of you Virgos are going to be getting a lot of praise. Okay, you could be getting a lot of praise about your physical appearance and compliments. Some of you could be getting a lot of compliments or praise about some work that you did. I'm also getting the sense that you could be getting a little bit nostalgic, okay? I see some of you being at a gathering, at a party, at a dinner table, looking around, and maybe some of the people that normally would be there into these gatherings, maybe they decided to go somewhere else, or for some reason they couldn't make it. So you're going to feel like you are like this feeling of remembrance, okay, reminiscing or a heavy nostalgia about the past. So you could be invited to a few events. For some of you, this could be related to the Thanksgiving. For other ones, it's going to be related to just this idea of strengthening the bond, getting to know one another once again. There's going to be a lot of activities with co-workers, hanging out after work, getting to know new people, and some of you are going to meet new co-workers. I see you being surrounded by new faces in the work place. Pay attention to your spending, especially if you carry with you a lot of cash. You could be misplacing something. Okay, I get a sense that whatever you thought you lost will be returned to you. Nevertheless, pay attention to your personal belongings. Some of you could be having a tendency to have like a headache or migraines. So try to be careful with your body. If you have some sort of a chronic condition that you deal from time to time, pay attention because some of those symptoms may be returning. There's going to be a lot of emphasis on here I am. This is where I am in life right now. What can I do to move forward? And no matter where you are in life, I'm shown, Virgo, that you are going to be moving forward, especially toward next year. You are going to find that your life will be completely changed in many areas of your life. Whether you plan for it or not, you are going to be moving forward. But you got to put the energy, the mental energy, the focus on it now. So it's time for action. Anything that comes up, okay, if you address it, you are going to be able to recuperate the time lost or to make up for whatever it is. It's time to plant new seeds and time to find resolutions to old conflicts or resolutions, real resolutions, long-term resolutions to old problems. Libra, Libra Sun, Libra Rising, and Libra Moon. You have this part of your personality where you can be wonderful, okay? But at the same time, sometimes you seem to pick up on problems that are not really problems. You could be paying way too much importance on stuff that is completely irrelevant, thus avoiding dealing with the real issue, with your own true feelings. Some of you are bound to have some sort of a financial rewards or financial success. I keep getting the sense that some of you could be approved to get like a bonus from your work. Some of you may be dealing with courts. Some of you may be dealing with recuperating what is lost. You may be going after people who owe you a favor or people who owe you money. So you may have to address some situations around a debt. Some of you are going to be going to attend some sort of an open house. I see some of you going to shows, to concerts, to events. Some of you may be attending family gatherings, special events. And I am shown that some of you may have to travel a little bit. Could be like a short travel to get together with family, friends, or this may also be for work reasons. But I'm shown like some sort of short distance travel for some of you. It's very important that when you feel that rush of optimism, okay, that you do not act on the spur of the moment. Many of you are going to have a tendency to spend money or to overspend money. In November, it's very important that you pay a little bit more attention to what is coming in and what is going out, to the gains, but also the losses. Okay, you have to examine your financial affairs, the gains and the losses. You have to examine emotionally what you think you are losing and what you think you are gaining. And that could be completely two different things from what life is offering to you and the idea that you had in your life that once you get to this point, how would that make you feel? And sometimes you may have to take a chance in life to get to know somebody. Okay, doesn't mean that you have to throw all of your caution in the wind, but sometimes it's good to get to know a new friend, or sometimes it's good to get a little bit more out and maybe date if you are in that part of your life when you are still dating, to get to know somebody that may appear to be very different or completely different from you. Some of you may be invited to attend some sort of a religious ceremony. Okay. You may be invited to attend some sort of a spiritual ceremony for some of you. You may be getting an interest in alternative medicine, meditation, spirituality. It doesn't mean that you have to choose a path right now, but for sure you may be exploring different options. I'm also shown for some of you, people are going to be very generous. Some of you may be receiving flowers, boxes of chocolate. Some people may give you gifts of cash. You are also going to be surrounded at an event by other professionals. I see some of you being able to network, and you could be attending some sort of a function that is connected with your work, your company, or your coworkers may be inviting you to hang out or to networking type of activities. When it comes to your career, something is finally coming together for you in a beautiful way, but please do not lose your patience. It's very important that you stay grounded, you keep a realistic view of what is happening. And I'm also shown that you are going to discover this determination that maybe you didn't have before. Maybe you didn't even know that you can be so determined and have such a strong will power. You may have to deal with a situation where somebody's moving money from one account to another. You could be the one that needs to move money from one account to another. For some of you, there's a situation where you are dealing with a link. You click on the link is not functioning, or the link ceases to exist. So you may be looking for like a third party that you have to go through. But I keep getting, for some of you, having to deal with a series of links that either are not working or they seem to be suspicious. During this time in November, you are going to come to some great, magnificent realizations about yourself, realizations about what is happening in the world, and you may just discover what path do you need to be on. Many of you are going to be drawn to humanitarian type of assistance. You may be donating money to a cause. You may be participating into some sort of an activity related to your own personal beliefs. Okay, for some of you, you may join some sort of a peaceful protest. Some of you could be attending some sort of a wake or activities, ceremonies that are connected to a passing, or in some religions is common for people to gather again on the same day year after year to remember the loved ones who have crossed over. And I'm getting the sense that some of you are going to be hearing news about people that you know being proposed to, proposing. This could be a niece or a nephew of yours. And for some of you, this may end up being you, or a daughter or a son that you have. So it feels like there is this sense that somebody is celebrating love in your life, and you could be part of this celebration, celebrating this person who is being celebrating love, getting engaged, married, or being proposed to. So try not to lose patience with yourself. You need to be and to exercise a lot of patience toward yourself for some reason. I have done a new reading for the year 2024 for your sign and for each sign of the zodiac. And for those of you who are interested, the Vimeo link for the prediction for 2024 is posted down here below in the description box and also in the comment section down here below. Scorpio. Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Rising, and Scorpio Moon. In November, in some ways, the attention is going to be all on you. You are going to feel in some ways liberated. In some ways, you may be feeling celebrated. In other ways, you may be bothered by unwanted attention. There is something that is shifting in your life. For some of you, your energy is shifting. Okay, I see some of you feeling more grounded. For those of you Scorpios who did not feel grounded, maybe you didn't feel that you belonged. Now there is a sense of feeling more grounded, getting a more realistic point of view, and being very determined to tackle issues, to deal, having the strength, the courage, the support that you need to resolve any situations that may be coming up for you in life. At the same time, you have to be very aware of miscommunications, news that or information that before you believed to be true, now you are going to discover new information. People are going to end up surprising you in November. They may be surprising you. They may be surprising you by what is happening in their life, what they're saying, how they are behaving. You may be surprised about hearing people who are getting together, people who are breaking up or divorcing. Some of you are going to feel nostalgic about the good old days. You may be trying to recreate, this sense of the good old days. I see some of you being reconnected with new people, new groups of people. You could be invited to attend dinners, events, going out. Some of you could end up hosting some sort of a small gathering or preparing for that to happen. If you have to let go of some idea, you tried everything, it doesn't work, and it's very clear for you, okay? Maybe you just have to go a different way about it. For some of you, it's about giving up the idea entirely. But for other ones, it's because it just doesn't make sense with where you are in life right now, okay? But for other ones, it's more so about finding a new approach, finding a new way. You may have to deal with how you are taking care of your body, what you are doing about your own health. Some of you have to go through seeing a doctor, seeing a dentist, addressing some sort of maybe for some of you, these are your annual checkups. Some of you have to consult a doctor. You may be feeling a little bit anxious, so you may have to address that with a doctor. Some of you are going to be addressing issues around your stomach, feeling a little bit sensitive, or your digestive tract. It's very important that you focus more on how you are taking care of your body, if you are doing anything right, if you are doing anything wrong. There's a tendency that for some of you, you may be dealing with headaches, migraines. For some of you, I'm also showing like tension around your neck and shoulders. For some of you, your feet may be a little bit tired for some reason. And I'm showing many of you going out shopping, looking at shoes, looking at a new wardrobe. For some reason, shoes are being are being shown very strongly to me. Many of you are going to have to shop because there is a very special event that you have to go to, and you have to find the proper attire for it. So you may have to shop for a dress, you may have to shop for shoes, you may have to shop for a suit. For some of you, it's going to be in connection to maybe a new job that you need to find the proper attire, because this job has a very specific attire that you need to purchase. Many of your ideas now are going to feel like, they're starting to happen, okay? Or you may be feeling this connection that it's time for you to sit down and make many of your ideas come into life, to put in the hours, the effort. People are going to show up along the way to give you a signal, to give you advice, to give you guidance. So what wasn't possible for you before, now it will all come together in the most surprising, unexpected ways. There's a lot of help being extended to you now. People are going to feel drawn to you. People are going to feel very passionate when it comes to, or somebody may be expressing to you their feelings about you, and that may be caughting you by surprise. So it's going to be a great time of revelations. You could be revealing how you truly feel. Other people may reveal to you how they truly feel about you. For some of you, there is this sense of romance in the air. So if you felt that your love life or your sexual life was stale, don't give up on it. Some of you could be refreshing once again the rapport that you have with your spouse, for those of you who are married. So maybe in a relationship or in a marriage, not everything is lost. It's just a matter of refreshing things, moving or shifting things around, doing new things together. Pay attention to the foods that you may be eating, anything that you are aware that could be upsetting your stomach. I'm getting the sense that some of you need to stay away from spicy foods in November. And do not postpone any medical examinations, or do not ignore any physical symptoms that you may be experiencing in November. I hope that this is making sense to you, Scorpio. I have done a whole new reading for your sign and for each sign of the zodiac for the year 2024. Those readings, if you are interested, are available through vimeo.com, and the link for that, for those of you who are interested in downloading and purchasing, is posted in the description box down here below, and also in the comments section below. Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Rising, and Capricorn Moon. In November, you may find yourself busy or busier. You may have to deal with sudden and unexpected visits, people coming over to see you. You may end up hosting somebody over, throwing a party or a gathering. Some of you need to take it a little slow, maybe to take a couple of days off work. I'm also shown some of you will have to deal with picking somebody up from the airport. You may have to deal with travel arrangements. If it's not you who is traveling, you may have to address some matters around somebody else traveling. If you have a website or if you have a presence on social media, okay, you are going to be moving and shifting around, okay? You may be changing the picture, you may be changing the content on what you are posting on social media, or a website that you may have, a page that you may have, a channel that you have. Around this time, you are going to be feeling the need, or just having the joy of doing something different with your physical appearance. You may decide to change your hair. You may decide to change your wardrobe. So there's going to be this need to present yourself a little bit more differently. A lot of you are going to end up having a lot of fun if you do not get too down and personal, okay? If you are at an event that it's like a social gathering and maybe people are, or the conversation is getting too intense for your taste, just step away from it. It is around this time that you are going to be connected with people who are light and airy, around whom you don't have to have these heavy conversations. It's more about enjoying yourself and having fun and how to move forward. What can I do for you? What can you do for me? So there is this sense of pleasantries being exchanged, favors being exchanged, a great energy to teach, to learn, to exchange knowledge, to collaborate, and to network. I have done the new readings for the year 2024 and for each sign of the zodiac. And if you are interested to know about year 2024, the Vimeo link for that is posted down here below in the description box and also in the comment section below. Sagittarius. Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Rising, and Sagittarius Moon. November 2023. For some of you, it may prove to be a little challenging. You could feel a little bit under the weather. You may need to spend a couple of days just to recuperate. So having your downtime in general will be very important for the month of November. Many of you are going to have big dreams for what is coming. If you have been feeling not so positive about the future, now there is this sudden shift where you are able to see the good and the bad, but feeling more positive, feeling that the possibilities for you to achieve what you are meant to achieve in life are very much possible. You are going to have to go through a shifting of your ideas, your belief system. Notice the people around you right now, people that you may run into, people that decide to contact you out of nowhere. If you are somebody that with whom you had some sort of a fallout, you are going to have like a different perspective onto exactly what happened or how you feel about it. And if the situation between you and this person is still the same, it's a fallout. Maybe so far you have been emotionally attached to the whole thing. Maybe suddenly out of nowhere, it may just not be as important as you think. So some of you are going to have some very interesting happenings into a circumstance between you and somebody else with whom you had a fallout. Sometimes it's not about coming together once more. Sometimes it is about the deep realizations that you have within you about it. There's also this sense that some of you may be hearing from or learning about what is happening in the life of an ex-boss, an ex-coworker, an ex-spouse, an ex-boyfriend, an ex-girlfriend, or an ex-friend, ex-neighbors. It's all about a sense of community. Okay, some of you may feel the need to reconnect with old classmates, old neighbors, a place where maybe you used to live, a place of childhood, your family of origin. Some of you are going to have to work towards some very important documentation. It could be about legal matters, financial documents. For some of you, it's going to be about situations about immigration, getting a visa, doing an interview at an embassy. Some of you are going to be going through your resume, having to renew your resume. Some of you may be going to a job interview around this time. Many of you Sagittarians are going to be putting together some sort of a portfolio. So if it's not your resume, could be a portfolio of your presentations, a portfolio of your artwork, a portfolio of your photo shots, a portfolio of your paintings. Could be about a book or different articles being compiled into a PDF form, ebook, or a book that you are planning to print out. Many of you are going to have some excellent results into a test, an examination, giving a lecture, attending a lecture, courses, classes, workshops. Your dreams are going to be especially highlighted. It's going to feel almost like through a dream. You are going to be given a vision of the future, of what is to come. For some of you, you may be having very vivid moments, vivid intuition hits during a meditation or a prayer, if this is what you do. So it is all about having a light bulb moment. I am told that many of you are going to be looking into registering something that you invented to make that legal. You may be looking into trademarks, registering a business as an LLC, or registering a business as something else. So making something official, or officially launching some sort of a business website, a page, some sort of a social media platform. During this time, you are going to be connected with powerful people with whom you get to collaborate. You get to help one another into a career situation, into a business situation. Anything that you may be going through, you are going to be intuitively guided towards the right people to help you, to guide you along. If you need to hire a specialist, if you need to see a doctor, you are going to be guided towards the right people for you. Any collaborations that you do with others around this time are going to be deeply meaningful and very successful. You are going to be creating powerful alliances in the workplace, powerful alliances in the place where you live, around the neighborhood, powerful alliances into a community that you belong, into a country club that you belong, into a society, foundation, or organization that you belong to. Many of the people with whom you have worked, or maybe you work with clients or patients, it feels like they could be referring other people to you. So in some way, the word is spreading that you are the person to go to. You may find yourself being at the center of a family event, a family gathering, or the responsibility to bring people together may fall on you. You may have to bring people together to go out, to attend a function, to bring people together for a presentation, a meeting, or just for social gatherings and social engagements. So the key word is balance. Try not to overdo it in November. And pay attention to the weather changes, the different temperatures. For some of you, you may be forgetting to wear proper clothes for the weather. So check the weather and the temperatures before you leave the house so that you wear proper clothes for it. Some of you may have a tendency to wear lighter clothes and then you go out and it's way too cold, or the opposite. So this is what the Akashic records are telling me. And it's very important that you keep track of your expenses. Pay attention to how you are spending your money, how much money. Look into savings, because many of you are going to be able to purchase things in a bundle, savings, or huge discounts. I hope that this is making sense to you, Sagittarius. I have completed a whole new reading for the year 2024 for your sign and for each sign of the zodiac. And if you are interested for download and purchase, the Vimeo link for the 2024 readings is posted down here below in the show more description box and also in the comment section. Aquarius. Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Rising, and Aquarius Moon. And this November, you are going to be surrounded by people that maybe you haven't seen in a long time. You are just going to sit back and just observe how people have changed in the meantime. You are going to notice people who have different ideas, okay? Maybe they have an opposite point of view. And you may surprise yourself by how much you have changed. You are now learning how to navigate through your own feelings. You are learning not to be tricked by people who have a tendency to push your buttons. Even though for some of you Aquarians, it doesn't feel like anything is happening in life, there is a lot that is brewing underneath internally. Some of you may feel that sense, that time is ticking. I don't have time. I have to do this, I have to do that. I'm running out of time. For other ones, this could have like a deeper meaning. Okay, you could be reflecting on your life and how, years have been going by and where am I? What have I done? It is all about putting things in perspective. Many of you are about to create new alliances, new friendships. Some of you could be drawn to create a series of photos, videos that you could be posting online, either to be purchased. You may be creating some sort of a workshop. You could be creating a small group to teach. You may end up being a student. So some of you are going to be trained into, you may learn new things. You may be learning on your own. You could be attending a course, a class, or a workshop. You could be the teacher. Pay attention to what is your internal GPS telling you. This is not a time for you Aquarius to ignore what truly deeply you feel in your heart. This is that moment when finally you are going to respond to your soul's calling to follow your heart. You are going to know in the heart of hearts who is being truthful to you, who has been a great friend, who is your enemy. You are going to know, you're going to feel, okay? You're going to know exactly when to be, where to be, the right place, the right people, the right things to say. In some ways, you always seem to generate a lot of attention recently everywhere you go. Either people may be commenting on your looks, they may be commenting on a presentation you did, they may be commenting on your work. So for some reason, you're not going to be unnoticed. It is a powerful time for you to embrace your talents. It is a powerful time for you to focus a little bit more on your self-expression. You are bound to have deep conversations with somebody, at least one person in your life with whom maybe it wasn't so easy for you to express yourself and to open up. If you are somebody who maybe you didn't feel, this sense of bonding, now you're going to feel more bonded, more connected with people around you, life situations, events. You're going to feel more social. You're going to feel this inner need to go out there, meet people, attend functions, theater, movie theaters, performances. Some of you may end up being invited into some sort of a gathering. You could be planning on putting together a gathering of your own. There's going to be brilliant ideas in your mind. For some of you, you may be writing down these ideas. Some of you are going to have these ideas in a dream or powerful messages in a dream. You may have to go through some concerns about your health. You may be feeling a little bit tired for some of you. I am not getting the sense of anything serious, but for some of you, you may want, maybe it's around that time when you have to do your usual doctor checkups, medical examinations, or booking appointments for future appointments to happen. It's very important that in the midst of everything that is happening, that you stay grounded. This time around, it's more about the perspective of what is most practical thing for you to do. What is it that you can do, achieve, accomplish today? If you didn't have the inspiration before, the motivation, now you're going to find it. If before you didn't have the willpower to go after what you need to achieve, what you desire to have, now you're going to have the will power, the courage. Once again, because some of you may still have to face some of your own personal fears, concerns. So when is it that you need to pull from your courage? You will be able to do that. In the meantime, I'm getting a sense that for some of you, a teacher, a spiritual teacher, a mentor, somebody may show up in your life to give you directions. Okay? Now, some of these people that casually are in our life, they don't have to come in as I'm doing a course and I'm your spiritual teacher, okay? Or I'm putting together a course about teaching singing or writing or computer courses. Sometimes it's about you have a moment with somebody, okay? And the information that this person is revealing or they may be pointing out something to you and it's going to make you think. And it is exactly about those moments. Aquarius. You are going to show to other people in November that you are a powerful force to reckon with. You may end up surprising yourself because you thought you know yourself, but suddenly you discover a whole new part of your character. Or you may discover, the strength of your character, what you are made out of. So sometimes it's not about laying back. Sometimes it's about taking action. So anything that you need to do, organize your affair, put things in order, exercise, creating something. It's time for action. To you, it may feel like you are waiting for a sign from the universe, but basically it is about you making up your mind about something, okay, and doing what you need to do today and every day, and the universe will back you up. There is a sense that what felt difficult before, now it's happening with so much more ease. I hope that this is making sense to you, Aquarians. I have done a new reading for you and for each sign of the zodiac for the year 2024. And if you are interested to download and purchase your predictions for 2024, the Vimeo link for that is posted down here below in the description box and also in the comment section below. Pisces. Pisces Sun, Pisces Rising, and Pisces Moon. November 2023 for some of you may begin slow, but is going to end up in a high note. Many of you are going to find a great deal of luck into sales, discounts, purchasing major stuff at a very great discount for you. You are going to feel noticed. In November, it's going to be easy for you to get the attention that you need, the attention that you crave, maybe from your spouse, somebody that you may be interested in, from your children, from your family, from your friends. For some of you, you are going to be in a circumstance where other co-workers could be nominating you to be the employee of the week or employee of the month. There's going to be information that may be circulating around about a bonus that is coming up for you. You could be hearing, and again, the news may not be officially or legally confirmed yet, but there could be news voices about people moving into other departments. So certain job positions becoming available, and you may end up benefiting from. There could be some sort of a gathering or celebration happening in your town, in your city, in your country, or in your state. I see many of you going outside and observing fireworks. You could be attending gatherings. For some of you, these are spiritual gatherings. You could be joining some sort of a protest. That could be the case for some of you. And I see many of you trying to renovate your home. You could be moving furniture around. So it's all about mostly about changing the decor of your house, or decorating, because I see a lot of you taking stuff out, putting it back up. You change your mind again, you move stuff around again. You may have some sort of a circumstance where the light temporarily goes out for like a brief moment, or lights are flickering. I see many of you having to change light bulbs. You may, as you are going through your things, you may discover like an old journal of yours, an old diary, old notes, and it's going, or old pictures of, okay, and it's going to put everything into a perspective. I see many of you going through pockets, and you may find stuff in your pockets, like money that you didn't know you had, pictures, like stuff in your pockets that maybe you weren't even aware that you had it for a long time. Some of you Pisceans may be posting things for sale, or you could be donating clothes or articles, stuff that maybe you no longer have use for. You may decide to donate, okay, to some sort of a charity program, or to a church. So in some ways, you're going to feel that you need to make your contribution for the greater good. Some of you may be dealing with the possibility of an ex of yours contacting you or running into them. Okay, and it's not about getting back together. It does feel that where you are in life, you're in a good place, and so is the other person. It's more so about catching up and, seeing how life turned out to be for both of you. If you are somebody who shares children with another person and you are no longer together, you're going to have to re-examine your schedules again. Maybe some changes are to be made. Who's spending how much time for holidays? So if you made a plan, maybe you have to make another plan. So slight changes around that. Some of you need to, I see some of you going to a car mechanic, maybe to address some sort of an issue with the wheels of your car. So if you are planning to drive and go for a long drive, it's very important that you make sure first that your car is in good conditions enough for a long drive. You could be running into some small delays, maybe during travel to a meeting, to a family gathering or a function. But so don't distress yourself over it. It's very important that in November you give yourself enough wiggle room to go to and from places, appointments, events, and be prepared that some people may be running late. They're not going to be extremely late, but some people may not make it on time. So be prepared for that to happen. And it's very important that you don't focus on, I did this right, I did this right, I did this wrong. Try to take the attention out of yourself. In November, Pisces, it's more so about to be in the moment, to enjoy the moment. And if spontaneous moments happen, that's going to be even better. For some of you, if you have dealt with a situation where you didn't have access to something because it was taken away from you, now you're going to be granted the green light. So suddenly now you have access to it. Could be a bank account, could be documents at work, could be your legal rights being restored for you. So access to a financial program, access, maybe you get some money from the government and suddenly you didn't have access to it. Now you get to have access restored back to you. Could be about a file, okay, that has a password, it's blocked, and now it's going to be available to you again. And it's just like in general, things that felt blocked in your life, now suddenly you're going to feel like, ooh, like it's lifted, the blockage is lifted. Now you have easy access to. So life may be happening very slowly for some of you. It's going to feel that maybe you need to rest a little bit, because that's how you're going to attract a big momentum in your life. So if you are dealing with impending situations, you are bound to have like a big momentum forward. Pisces. I hope that this is making sense to you. I have done a whole new reading for each sign of the zodiac, including yours, for the year 2024. It is an Akashic Records reading. And for those of you who are interested for download and purchase, the link to the 2024 videos is posted down here below in the show more description box and also in the comment section below. Thank you very much to all of the signs of the zodiac. Enjoy Thanksgiving for those of you who celebrate Thanksgiving in United States, and I will reconnect with you in the next video. In the meantime, like, share, subscribe, contact me for a private reading, email me at amalightworker@gmail.com, or visit my website www.amalightworker.com. I'll see you soon. Bye.